Remember those golden days when people called War 2 the most anticipated Indian action movie of the year? Well, my friends, let me tell you what really happened when the cameras stopped rolling and the truth came out. You see, sometimes the biggest disappointments came wrapped in the most expensive packages, and War 2, it is exactly that kind of story. You are sitting in a movie theater, you have paid good money, and you are expecting fireworks. Instead, what you get is, well, let me put this way: you have ordered your favorite food in the restaurant to uncover the taste, but you discover it is taste nothing like what you remembered. That is War 2 in a nutshell. Here is the thing: we saw it coming, didn't we? Those promotional materials, those obvious flaws in the trailers, they were like warning signs written in bright red letters, but we ignored just because we believed in them. Now let me break this down for you in a simple terms. War to try to use pre-existing template to make action movie, but templates doesn't make a good movie, but storytellers do. Now do not get me wrong, there is one scene, a train chase sequence in the beginning at the it actually works. Despite all its visual inconsistencies, it gives you a taste of what this movie could have been. But after that, it is all downhill, my friends. And here is what really gets me angry. We are in 2025 and we are still watching such poor VFX and lazy hand-to-hand combat choreography, and it makes you want to give up hope entirely. You know what is funny? These people came on every podcast talking about cinema this, cinema that. But when it's time to actually make movies, they became so lackluster that you wonder, are they even trying? Now let me paint you a picture of how weird the action is. There is a scene where 20 people are shooting guns in a parking lot. Hrithik Roshan and Kiara Advani are standing right there, completely exposed. And guess what? Not even a single bullet touches them, not even single one. And you can see bullet hitting cars around them, but somehow these two are living in their own bulletproof bubble. Is this really what we call action in 25? But wait, there is more. Later in the movie, the same thing happens again. Kiara Advani is completely surrounded by gunfire from the both sides. Her security personnel are getting shot, falling around her. But her, she is standing in the open, and magically no bullet finds its target. And it is not even that she is dodging or hiding behind cover. She is just standing there, and the bullet apparently decided to take a detour around her. Now let me be fair here. There is some good things in movie too. I won't ignore them just because I am disappointed. Hrithik Roshan's acting absolutely brilliant. I'm not talking about the typical masala hero performance, the squinting eyes and that special look. No, I am not talking about real acting. There is this scene where he kills Luthra, and the performance he delivers there, it is generational. And Junior NTR, he brings his own mass appeal to the screen. No complaints there from my side. The story concept is actually interesting. So you do want to know why Hrithik Roshan goes rogue and why Junior NTR is chasing him, and what is their backstory. Here is what really bothers me about 3000 or 300 400 crore action movie. Do you know where all that money went? Not into the action sequences. That is for sure. They spent it on logistics, flying the cast and crew from country to country every 10 minutes. Switzerland for aerial shots, then back to Mumbai for green screen or Dubai for boat sequences, then back to studio sets. It is like they are more interested in making a travel documentary than an action movie. Now, and the result, when it came time for the actual action, there was no money left for good vision, proper choreography, or decent VFX. Look, if you want a mindless time pass movie where you do not have to think, what to might work for you. I can see how it could be acceptable entertainment if you have zero expectations. But for people like me who follows Spy Universe, who are huge fan of Hrithik Roshan, who understand the massive budget behind this film, it's a massive disappointment. They simply create that thrill, that excitement, that feeling you get after watching a truly great action movie. With War 2, there is none of that. It is just there. It is just there existing, taking up space in cinema and in our disappointment. So let me tell you, what do you think? Have you watched War 2 or what are your opinions? And yes, there is a mid-credit scene after a very long wait, so do not miss that if you do decide to watch it. Until next time, keep questioning what you see and do not let expensive packaging fool you.